I watched a video interview of this gentleman on podcast Vault with Nedu Wazobia. This gentleman, in his presentation or his argument, he said or argued that the goal of marriage is companionship, with emphasis on the goal. All right. He went further to say that it makes him angry or irritated when he hears that a woman or a wife is in the US with the children while the man is in Nigeria. Okay, let us break that down. If he had argued that one of the goals, remember I said with emphasis on the word, the goal. If he had argued that one of the goals or purposes of marriage is companionship, I will not have any problem with that. But when he said the goal of marriage is companionship, he made it look like the main goal, the primary goal of marriage is companionship. Well, if that is what he means with that statement, I beg to differ. Because he quoted the Bible. He quoted Genesis chapter 2 verse 18, where the Bible said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him an help meet for him. That is Genesis chapter 2 verse 18. And this is not a commandment. It is just an idea. You understand? It is not a commandment, an idea that God had, that idea that God thought of. And he said, okay, it is not good that this man should be alone. I will make him an help meet for him. And help meet for him. That means the man is about something. The man already has a responsibility entrusted into his hand. And he's now going to give him somebody that will help him with that responsibility. For example, he was already taking care of the garden, because if you read down, you will see he was already taking care of the garden, and he was the person who named the whole animals and trees their names, and that name he gave each of them is what they bear. Now, you cannot on that premise conclude or make that the goal or the primary or the main goal of marriage. As far as I'm concerned, it is not the main goal of marriage. It is one of the goals of marriage, not the main goal of marriage, not the goal. You understand me now? Now, go back to that, the same Genesis that he quoted. Go back to chapter 1. Chapter 1 verse 28 of the same Genesis. I wrote it down, so I will read. And God blessed them. This was after creating the woman. And God blessed them and said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it and have dominion over it and blah blah blah. Let us stop here. You see, this first one now is the main purpose of marriage, is the main reason of marriage, the main goal of marriage. And this one now is a commandment. This one now is not a thought, it's not an idea, it's a commandment. God commanded man to multiply in the world, to replenish the earth, to subdue the earth and have dominion over everything inside it. It is a commandment. Multiply, replenish. It's not a choice. It's not an idea like the first one. It's not a thought. This is a commandment. That, by implication, makes it the main or the primary goal of marriage. You cannot come and tell me that companionship is the primary or the main goal of marriage. You can get companionship anywhere. You can join a committee of friends and you will not be alone. You get companions. You can join football academy or football club. You will get friends. You will get companionship from there. You will not be alone. You can join groups in the church. Join a prayer meeting. You can join different associations, different groups, different age groups, and you get companionship and association until you are even tired of them. But and the chapter 1 is a commandment: multiply, subdue the earth, have dominion over every living thing. This one is a commandment. You have no choice. You have to keep it. You have to obey it because it's a commandment. It is the main goal or the primary goal of marriage, as far as I'm concerned. That's why you will hear your mom or your dad or anybody pressing you to get married. Your mom will be saying, marry and give me grandchildren, marry and give me grandchildren, marry and give me. Your mom will be hammering it, your dad will be your friends, your sisters, your brothers will be hammering it, marry and give me grandchildren. Why? Because they know that is the main deal. In fact, as far as I'm concerned, barring childbearing, many people will not marry. Some traditions, if you have children outside wedlock, the family, especially in royal lineage, they may refuse to accept those children as heir to that royal family. The point he made is that it irritates him when he hears that the wife is living abroad in America or Canada with the children while the man is in Nigeria. Now, as long as you have children with the woman, you have 2, 3, 4, 5 children with your wife, she can go ahead and live anywhere. She can go and live in Canada. She can go and live in America. Nobody cares. Nobody will bother you. When they ask you, where is your wife and children? You will say, they are in America. They are in Canada. My wife is in America with her children, with my children. People will say, that's good. That's all right. You understand? The only time they will frown at it is if there are no children involved and your wife is living in America while you are living in Nigeria. They will ask you, how are you supposed to make babies? There are so many Nigerians, so many. I mean, even politicians, so many Nigerians, so many wealthy, influential Nigerians, even politicians, whose wife and children live in the States or in Canada or in UK. Why they are here in Nigeria doing their thing? Nobody bothers them. They are not bothered. Nobody talks down on them. Nobody talks anything negative to that regard. There are so many people, even in this current administration, whose wife and children are based in the UK. They just visit. Why? Because children are already involved. Nobody bothers the man because it is like he has fulfilled his destiny. But if you have no children in that union and your wife lives abroad while you live in Nigeria, that is when there is a problem. What does this tell you in conclusion? It tells you that the commandment of Genesis chapter 1 verse 28 supersedes that of Genesis chapter 2 verse 18. And of course, that of Genesis chapter 2 verse 18 is not a commandment. It's an idea, a thought that God had.